This is the same person that got involved in an issue that wasn't involving him when it came to me, tweeted out saying that everyone hates me to millions of followers, knowing full well what that would do. He then sat on there for days liking tweets about people should report my Instagram account because I don't belong to have a platform. So encouraging people to get me cancelled. He then responded to people laughing at me by laughing. And then the hundreds of death threats came in. The hundreds of them. The ones I posted are just the ones that are on my phone. I obviously do not keep receipts like all these people do. So that's why I shared it. I thought, how fucking ironic. And the manipulation of the whole thing is just mind-blowing. I knew all these videos were going to come up. Everyone knew what was going on within the beauty community before it happened. My nose is so swollen, sorry. My nose is so swollen. Everyone knew what was going to happen. So now that it's happened, it's not shocking to anyone. So that's why I did it. And the reason, first thing people are going to say is, I'm only doing this for clout. Let me explain why him saying that is so triggering for me. In February, a situation happened where I believed or felt a certain way about someone else's work and mine. James involved himself, publicly tweeting that nobody likes me after me and James had had a few back and forths previously, where a week prior to that I had actually DM'd him apologising. Not that I wanted to, a brand suggested I did because it's like offering the olive branch, and he was like, yeah, water under the bridge. Did that, took one for the team. When that whole thing went down, I responded in a very toxic and negative way, and when you receive death threats in the comments like that, it really warps your reality on what's okay and what's not. All those negative messages I have always mentally stored in the back of my head, all the insults, people calling me an ugly, botched retard, all these things are stored in the back of my head. So when it comes to me responding to negativity, I spit the same venom that I have stored in my head over the years. That's the internet. That's I don't know, not everyone does it, but I'm not everyone. So, because of me responding the way I did to that whole, well, if you don't care, then I'll just block you. Problem solved. The reason, oh God, I can't be asked. This whole thing's fucking ridiculous. The whole thing's just ridiculous. I'm not going off. I'm not dragging anyone. The whole thing is just ridiculous. It's just pot kettle black. Do you want to know the reality of all of this? Okay, I won't even talk about the whole, because nobody fucking cares. This beauty community is ran by crazy, mean girls in LA. LA already has a reputation for people being fake, bitchy, social climbers. The idea that people think that's going to be any different within the beauty community, because the word beauty is in it, baffles my fucking mind. Over the last week, we have seen every single friend turn against one another because it doesn't work for them in that position anymore, because they're not at the top of the food chain. They've been stripped of their magic invisible cloak. It's mean girls, it's gross LA cunts walking over one another to be at the top of their game. Everyone knew James and Jeffrey were going to fall out. Of course they were going to fall out. Two men in makeup competing for the who's got the biggest dick title. Someone was bound to fucking lose. How do we ruin that? Let's throw out the most toxic allegation of being a sexual predator after the whole Me Too movement. Let's go for the jugular. And it fucking worked. And people are so blind by it that it's a game. Intensified by millions of pounds, millions of followers, and no one gets it. The kids don't see it like that. They see it as receipts. God. I'll tell you what, the beauty community within the UK is a lot more different to the one in LA. People are nice. People are kind. People want you to achieve. People don't flaunt their money. People don't talk about their money. You treat people how you want to be treated. It's always the ones in LA. It's so goddamn fucking frustrating. And you think the one good thing that could come out of this whole thing, that now that all these stupid mean girls have been put to bed, that the attention can go on those that are deserving of it. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the incredible artists that spend every single day doing makeup, inspiring all these people like James Charles that copy them. And they're just forgotten about because they're not rich. They're not friends with all these other people. They don't have mansions. They don't have strong opinions. And of course the world is based on tabloids. We love watching celebrity gossip. We love seeing people fall down. We love seeing people fail because that's relatable. We can't relate to people being rich. We can't relate to people achieving their goals, meeting fans, travelling the world, having meet and greets. That's not relatable. What's relatable to most of us is being embarrassed, having issues with our private love life, having friends that bitch about us. That's relatable, which is why we watch it with such passion. The most watched videos within the beauty community are public apologies. Tati's video, James's video, Jeffrey apologising, Laura Lee apologising, Manny apologising. The most watched video about me ever on YouTube is a video of James Charles dragging me. Not me tearing my face off for 6 months. We don't want the artistry. We want the drama. We want to see the negativity. Because people achieving their goals, that's not what we want to see. That we can't relate to that. Isn't that it is embarrassing. You know what? Rant over. I'm really fucking tired. All I fucking hear is this James Charles shit, and it's just, I sat down and I just watched. I can't believe I wasted 40 fucking minutes of my life watching that crock of shit. And you know what? Jeffrey's going to respond with a video, and that's going to be it. Fucking, could you imagine the internet? The whole thing is goddamn fucking ridiculous. Well, the drama channels are just the modern version of tabloids. People don't care what Britney Spears is doing. People want to know what Jeffree Star's doing. Tabloids don't want to cover that, so we go to the internet, which is the platform that built these people. Anyway, fucking rant over.